basically educated myself.
The untold truth about Rick Harrison on the Pawn Stars. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the show palace. When it comes to reality TV, and Pawn Stars in particular, fans need to learn to accept the unexpected. That could mean everything from seeing what kind of random crap someone tries to sell to the brokers of gold and silver pawn, or being shocked when the real world intrudes on the unreal reality that the show inhabits on television. With that said, here's the untold truth about Rick Harrison on Pawn Stars. Number 1, Chumleys Past wasn't exactly a clean slate.
I'd always been buying and selling stuff. My dad had a little coin shop.
In May of 2016, Austin Chumley Russell landed a plea deal for charges he received after police raided his home in connection with the investigation of a sex assault case. Though he never faced any sexual assault charges, according to TMZ, police found marijuana, meth, Xanax, and 8 firearms not registered to Chumley during a raid of his Chum Chum room, which is his party spot complete with a stripper pole. But the Pawn Stars' regular lawyers were able to negotiate down to just 2 charges: felony possession of a firearm and felony possession of a controlled substance, both of which will eventually become misdemeanors once he completes probation. Number 2, human skulls and Japanese adult film. Over the years, Rick Harrison, the co-owner of the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop, saw all kinds of weird items come and go, and when asked in multiple interviews about the oddest items anyone has ever brought into his shop to sell, Harrison usually answers, Japanese adult films. 200-year-old Japanese adult films, specifically. It's all hand-painted. It's on a scroll down to every bodily fluid. Everything's really exaggerated. It's sort of creepy, and then after I bought it, I realized my mother comes into the pawn shop, so I couldn't display it out there, Harrison told Heavy. Number 3, they don't actually work at the store. The world-famous gold and silver pawn shop is actually managed by Travis Benton, not Rick Harrison or the late Rich Harrison, better known as the Old Man, but they do actually shoot the show in the store, only privately and with customers who sign releases and agree to be extras. This sometimes causes issues for Benton and the other sellers on the floor, but more on that in a minute. According to Stargasm, part of the reason the Pawn Stars crew isn't readily available to the public is due to Nevada's privacy laws, specifically in regards to the fact that shop patrons would constantly be trying to take photos and videos of the reality stars, which could violate the privacy of others in the shop by accidentally taking a shot of them. And that makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because something tells us 7 skulls and a duffel bag guy probably wouldn't be too thrilled to accidentally appear on someone's Instagram, let alone a hit TV show. Number 4, a born hustler. Anyone who's watched a few minutes of Pawn Stars knows that the act of the hustle in that family business came straight from the top. The Old Man was as ruthless a negotiator as Rick, Corey, and Chumley, and in his case, it clearly came from a life spent scraping up a buck at every possible opportunity. While he was in the Navy, Richard Harrison turned a tidy soft profit by running a payday loan service for his fellow sailors, loaning them cash, with interest of course, between paychecks. According to Rick's autobiography, the Old Man also ran blackjack games out of his room, but he didn't play in them. He dealt the games, and as a result, raked in cash and sometimes collateral, like a new set of china one unlucky gambler had purchased for his wife in Hong Kong before losing his shirt at the Old Man's table. Old Man was a pawnbroker before he was a pawnbroker, Rick wrote of his Willie dad. Number 5, Rick Harrison pitched Pawn Stars for years before it got picked up, calling himself a media whore. Rick Harrison says he always knew TV exposure was good for business. That's why he agreed to put the show on Comedy Central's Insomniac in 2003, as well as starred in a 2001 PBS documentary before coming up with the idea to pitch an entire show based on the daily ongoings of the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop. According to New York Times, the original concept for Pawn Stars started on HBO, but after a disastrous pilot and the expiration of his contract, Harrison turned to Left Field Productions, the company that still produces the show today. I figured that a show would mean free publicity, and free publicity would mean more business, Harrison told the Star-Telegram, but everyone told me that no one wants to watch a show about 4 fat guys in a pawn shop. 14 seasons and millions of dollars in profits later, whoever turned Harrison down couldn't have been more wrong. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.